What's up guys, it's the NJB here, and today I'm gonna post my post-Clasico review video. So I know this video is coming out a bit late, but I still want to go ahead and put my input on the match. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So today I'm just gonna be talking about my prediction video, some things I got right, some wrong, and overall how I felt about Real Madrid's performance in this game. I will also speak a little on Barca, but mainly Real. So overall, I am happy that Real won the game, and that's because Madrid have not won a league Clasico since 2016, which was Zidane's first Clasico, and it was great that they were able to win once more. The game was more 50-50 once again in the first half, with both teams going back and forth with chances, but Barca having more possession as usual, and Madrid attacking on the counter. As I expected, Vinicius created a ton of chances, but he did show some of his lack of experience because he made many poor decisions in the final third. Sometimes he would take the ball down, cross without looking, not lay the ball off to nearby teammates who were open right there, like Isco in one situation, and also his lack of experience was just too evident. But he is very young, so while it is frustrating to watch, he just needs time, and scoring against Barcelona will give him tons of confidence to keep it going. In my previous video, I believe I stated that Cruz and Marcelo would hold the team back, and personally, I still think that was a little true, at least for Marcelo. I believe that at this point in his career, Mendy is a better player than he is now. Obviously Marcelo is better in his prime, or was better in his prime, but still I would have preferred Mendy. But regardless, Marcelo had an incredible game. He put in some great defensive performances, including committing a clutch tackle against Messi, who was through on goal. I guess he was showing us that he still got it. As for Cruz, I think he played pretty well, and I actually think his performance did help Madrid start some good counterattacks. One player on Madrid's side I do not think had a great game was Benzema. For the most part of the match, I forgot he was even playing. I am aware he's a quality player, but I do not think his performance did much of anything for Real, even though I'm pretty sure Ray Hudson would definitely disagree with me. Tactically, Barcelona had more possession for the whole game, but Madrid created a lot more chances on the break, and it's not surprising at all that they had scored more goals and came out on top. In the second half, it was all Real, and Barcelona seemingly holding on for their life. My prediction of Isco and Vinicius causing issues was on point, with both players giving Barcelona plenty of issues, but I did forget to give Valverde some praise, because he is continuing to show us why we do not need to sign Pogba anymore. But if we could trade Cruz for Pogba, then I wouldn't complain at all. But continuing with my analysis, I really can't explain how Valverde has changed his entire style of play within the season. Last year on Madrid and Uruguay, I viewed him more as a holding defensive midfielder, but now he's giving me more Kaká vibes, and with his excellent dribbling and knack for attack. He's indeed turning into a top player, and honestly, I can almost forgive Madrid for letting some talents like Raul de Thomas and Marcos Llorente leave. But now, I'm wondering if they would have helped Madrid more this season if they got a chance to be part of this squad. On the flip side, Arthur and De Jong caused lots of damage against Real Madrid, and as I predicted, they were too strong for many of Real's players. There was a point in the match where Arthur was through on goal and he bodied off Cruz, and Cruz seemingly just gave up on stopping him and moved towards the center of the box where there wasn't anyone to cover. Arthur and De Jong played very well against Madrid, pressing the capital side and keeping possession for their team with Busquets, but unfortunately for them, their possession all contributed to naught because they were unable to find the net. Both Messi and Griezmann took decent amounts of shots, with only Messi getting shots on target, but neither were able to find the net. Messi was very frustrated during this match, seeing he was trying to motivate his team to do better in the match, and even performed a dirty scissor tackle on Casemiro. Most of his attempts were blocked by Madrid's players, and while I have seen him go 3 seasons without scoring against Real Madrid around 3 to 6 years ago, this has to be one of the worst games I've ever seen him play. For now, Barcelona should just try and move on from this game and start preparing for their next game. As I mentioned in my last video, I don't watch all of Barca's games, so it's hard for me to make good suggestions, but I think some of their weaknesses are down to poor tactics and poor communication between the midfield and the forward lineup. Actually, I don't think their forwards played too well with the rest of the squad. Messi was all over the pitch, and there were many times when he would not be on top with the rest of the team, and he was catching up with them very slowly. Also, he wasn't as energetic as he usually is, and even though Los Blancos defended him well, I don't think he really made it that hard for them. Griezmann didn't do a whole lot for Barcelona either, with 2 shots but 0 on target. Honestly, if I saw that Messi and Griezmann were starting in El Clasico in 2016, I would have thought Barca would have at least scored 5 goals. But I guess the Frenchman isn't the player he used to be. I mean, he has scored a decent amount of goals this season, which is only 8 this season in the league. But he used to play similarly to Dybala, and a little Messi-like. He was one of those strikers that would run all over the pitch to get the ball, and then use his skills to take it downfield to score tons of goals. If you want to get an idea of what I mean, I suggest watching the skill videos of him from 2016. Now, he plays like he's lost his confidence, and like he isn't enjoying the game like before. And honestly, I don't know what else to say about him other than that he's been a pretty underwhelming signing. Other than that, the last player I have to talk about in this game was Semedo. And I think he had a pretty good game. There were many times I've seen him dispossess Vinicius and some other players, so I think he put in some great defensive performances, and I think he's just showing his class. Even though his team did lose, I still think he's a pretty good fullback, and he's one player on Barcelona that I am a big fan of. So that's that. Overall, this game was much more entertaining than the first fixture in the beginning of the season, and I think this is mostly because Madrid have gotten better. I think Zidane once again brought the best out of his players at his disposal, and they did not disappoint. He even brought on Mariano for his league debut this season, and he managed to get a goal with a great finish. In terms of the league, I think this win will give Madrid plenty of confidence, but I still think that the team is very inconsistent and Barcelona can turn this around and pull in front. La Liga is still up for grabs, and I think it will be interesting to see what will happen by the end of the season. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has been me and JB. Please drop a like and a comment and subscribe if you liked the video, and tell me what you guys thought about the game. Again, sorry I uploaded this video kind of late. It's kind of tough for me to find time to make videos, especially because of work and some other stuff. So, I'll see you guys in the next one, and cheers, mates.
The danger cleared. Bernat. And here's Herrera. Sarabia. Might be able to set up the chance. Well, it might still work out for them. Now Jordi Alba. De Jong. You just don't expect to see Luis Suarez fail, Lee, delivering here.
Well, he's been involved in most of the positive things in that first half, and obviously getting that goal has given his team a huge boost for this second half.
Cavani, promising looking ball. On a pass in behind the defence. Quick thinking from the keeper. De Jong. De Jong. Griezmann. Frenkie de Jong. Griezmann. Now will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Gay. Given away. Griezmann. And it crossed the byline, a goal kick as a result. And a substitution in the offing. Meunier. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Space afforded PSG. Teammates could potentially join in. Mbappe! And this time, it's in!
Well, it is good play. You might question the defending, but I prefer to be positive. Really good build-up and an easy finish.
Unabashed attacking football in this tie. 4-3 on aggregate. What next? De Jong might be able to get in behind the defence. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. And Herrera was forced to sweep up and did. Nelson Semedo has it. Messi. Antoine Griezmann waiting. Well, far from the cross he had in mind. Goal kick it is. Bernat. Neymar. Ander Herrera. And now Gay. Here's Mbappe. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Ander Herrera. And now Gay. Given away by Ander Herrera. Cavani. Gay. Sarabia. Cavani. Pulls it back. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. 15 minutes remaining. And the referee has given the advantage to Barca. Barcelona moving the ball swiftly and finding themselves in a promising position. Mbappe with it. Ander Herrera. And on the ball, Sarabia. Cavani. Cavani! Ter Stegen, it's an unbelievable save. It's Neymar's corner. Sarabia. Now Gay. Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. Meunier. Idrissa Gay. Herrera. Cavani coming off second best in the passing department. Rakitic on the ball. Nelson Semedo has it. Rakitic. And that is how to thwart them. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Griezmann. Options in the centre. They've ceded possession, Barca. Pablo Sarabia. And Neymar. Oh, surely. Not a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Messi. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Vidal. Nelson Semedo has it. Rakitic on the ball. And now this is Longley. There's the final whistle. The traveller.